Have you ever wondered why is it that some people really look relaxed and organized while the others they keep on struggling and really find it difficult to find a balance between different walks of life? Why is it that the pending works keep piling on? Why most of the time you feel at the end of the day that it was really not that much productive as you wanted it to be? Why is it that even though you know that there are certain projects or activities that can create a huge difference in your lives, still you are not able to do that? Why is it that you keep on swinging between different tasks and activities like a pendulum? Well, I'm going to give you answers to all of these questions in my today's session. Hey there, I welcome you all to Enriching Lives. You are watching Soft Skills series and today's session is all about time management. Yes, I'm going to answer all these questions with the help of time management. Time management is life management. To begin with, let me ask a question to all of you. Have you ever took out a 200 or a 100 or a 500 note and have you really torn it into pieces? Well, I'm sure you all must be thinking, what kind of question is she asking? Even if thinking about it, you feel as if it is such a vague question. I mean, who does that, right? Who will take out the money, which is so precious to all of us, and tear it? Nobody does that. Why? Why don't we actually think of tearing the note? Well, we all know that it is precious. We all value money. And on the top of it, it's the hard-earned money that we have. So we know its value because we have earned it. But the sad part is, we never understand the value of a very important asset that we have in our lives, which is time. Even time is precious. It is valuable. Only reason we do not value it is because we have not earned it. We have got it for free. Everybody present on this planet Earth has got equal amount of time. It's the 24 hours in a day, be it rich or poor. So person belonging to any class has got the same amount. And because we have time available in plenty and we do not need to do anything to earn this time, we do not really value it. We do not respect it. And we always forget that money, if it is lost, still you can earn it back. But time, once you lose it, it's gone. You cannot earn it back. A day which is gone, it is never going to come back in your life. The minute, the hour that you spend, it never comes back. Still, we do not value time as much as we value money. So the thumb rule of time management is, unless and until you respect and value this asset, this valuable resource has to be leveraged to its maximum. So unless and until you realize how much important and valuable time is, you will not be able to spend it in a wise way. So time management starts with valuing and respecting the time that we have in our hands. We are stressed and we lead an unproductive life not because of lack of time, but because of lack of effective utilization of the time. So today I'm going to share with you 5 steps through which you can manage your time in the most smartest way. So number 1 step is prepare a time log. Now, what is a time log? A time log would help you to reflect on how are you spending your time currently. Okay, so what you have to do is very simple. Take a journal and how do you spend your whole day? Just write it down. Towards the end of the day, you will come to know what all activities you have been doing throughout this day. Do it for a minimum of 3 days. Now, after 3 days, when you look at the time log, you will be shocked to see that majority of your time is spent on unproductive activities and you were not even aware of it. So the time log is a true reflection of time that you spend on certain activities. It is an eye-opener in itself. So in these 3 days, you will come to know what all activities are taking you closer towards your goal, what all activities are actually taking you farther away from your goals. Well, if you have not set your goals till now, I've also made a video on goal setting. You can click on the I button above to watch that video. Also, you can find the link in the description below. Do watch it, set your goals so that you come to know, are you really going towards your goal or not? So how do you prepare the time log? Make some columns. In the first column, write down the activity that you did on a particular day. In the second column, how much time have you spent throughout the entire day on this particular activity? Third column would talk about, is this activity beneficial and important for you? Does that make you productive? In the fourth column, if no, do you need to replace it with some other activity? Okay, so these are the 4 columns that you need to make in your time log. Believe me, after 3 to 5 days, when you will have a look at your time log, you would be amazed to see that 70 to 80% of the time, the activities that you were doing, they need to be replaced with some productive activity. For example, let's say you surf the internet or social media or chat with your friends on WhatsApp, you scroll the Facebook. So you do it in different intervals of time and you spare 15 to 20 minutes during one occasion. Then maybe you spent, let's say, half an hour while you were chatting with your friend on WhatsApp. Then you were surfing Facebook for half an hour. Sum up these durations and you can write it under the activity social media and the total time that you have spent during the entire day. So this will help you to understand how much time have you spent on activities that were either productive or non-productive. So the first step is very simple, prepare a time log. Now you would be having the exact number of hours with you, like how much time have you spent on social media, how much time have you spent on sleeping. Okay, that's the number 1 step. Number 2 step is to identify the time leakages. So as I explained you, with the help of your time log, you will come to know what all activities were unproductive and they are not leading you anywhere. They are just simply time wasters in your life. Identify those time leakages and plug in with some other activity which is a productive one. Now is the time to substitute those activities which actually are eating away the majority of your time. For example, if you come to know through your time log, you have spent 4 hours or 4.5 hours just surfing internet. Out of 4.5 hours, if half hour was for your self-improvement and 4 hours was just for your entertainment, so the question that you need to ask yourself is this time justifiable? Number 3, advanced planning. Now that you know how are you spending your whole day, it's the time to plan your day in alignment with whatever you want to achieve in your life. Okay, always plan the coming week in advance. Now, what is the benefit of having a concrete plan beforehand? You are relaxed with the thought that what I have to do next. So your mind, when it works on one activity, it keeps on thinking about, oh, when am I going to do the other activity? So if you are doing task A, your mind would be stressed and thinking about, when are you going to complete task B? When are you going to complete task C? There are so many tasks piling on. So under this pressure, you will not be able to deliver your maximum potential. When you plan your day, your mind is at ease and it is not overwhelmed by the kind of activities which you have to do throughout your whole day. Plan your day one night before and always have a complete weekly plan also ready with you, so that your ideas and thoughts are pretty clear with related to which task you are going to do next. Now the question arises, how do you plan? The number 4 step will help you out in planning your day. 4th step for time management, prioritizing your task. Prioritization means how do you schedule your activities? What is the sequence that you are going to adopt in order to complete the task A, B, C, D and so on. So if you have 5 tasks in hand, prioritizing your task means arranging the task in a sequence. Arranging them in a sequence depends upon their urgency and how much important they are in your life. Try to understand the important urgent matrix that is in front of you right now. So there are certain tasks in our life that are urgent and important also. There are some tasks which may be urgent and not important. There are certain tasks which may be important but not urgent. And lastly, there would be some tasks that are neither urgent nor important. Let's quickly understand what is meant by urgent and important. So urgency is time bound. When you have to complete a task and finish an activity which has a time or a deadline attached to it, it is urgent. And if you have to do a task but it can be done at a later stage, well, that's important, but that's really not urgent. When your phone rings, well, that's urgent, as you need to take up the call. Or when your doorbell rings, that's also urgent, that's time bound. Okay, but you come to know whether the person on the other side of the call is actually important right now or not. Or when you open the door, you come to know whether this is important or not for you. So when you, let's say, open the door and there is a salesman standing in front of you, you don't want to buy anything from that salesman, which means that it was urgent but not important. Okay. At the same time, you have a project which you need to submit in your college or at your office in next 2 hours. Well, that's important also and that's urgent also, because it is time bound. You have a deadline attached to it and that's only just 2 hours. That means it is urgent and important as well. On the other hand, if you have another project, but then you can submit that project within 15 days. Well, that's important, but that's really not urgent if I compare it with the task that I have to complete and submit within 2 hours. So while prioritizing, you will do this task first, which you have to submit within 2 hours, and project that you have to submit within 15 days, you would prioritize it, next to this task. So this is how you prioritize. So your prioritization depends upon how much important and urgent the activities are. Okay. Now, if I talk about the 4th quadrant, which is neither urgent nor important, well, there are certain activities. In fact, majority of our day goes into all those activities which are really not important and urgent in our lives. Chit-chatting with your friends, social media, or surfing YouTube for 5 hours and watching content which is not at all related to enhancing your knowledge or your growth, playing games. So these things are not taking you closer towards your real goals in life. So these are neither important nor urgent. When you prepare this matrix for yourself, you can actually figure out what all things you are doing and what you should do. So while prioritizing your task, always keep important and urgent tasks at the first, and then you should have the tasks that are important but not urgent. Okay, and then you can have the tasks that are neither important nor urgent. So this is how you prioritize your task. Number 5, create small chunks of undivided attention. During your entire day, when you are about to do the urgent and important task, you will definitely face a lot of distractions. So in order to overcome them, what you can do is you can create certain small portions of time wherein your attention is not at all divided amongst other unproductive activities. That's called as creating a chunk of time with undivided attention. So your complete focus is onto the activity that you need to finish in. So how do you create this chunk of time? Switch off your internet. Okay, a Wi-Fi should be off during this portion of time. Try to take only important and urgent calls. Otherwise, avoid taking calls of your friends or relative. Mute all the notifications, okay, so that you never come to know, that you have a new message, even though it's not related to Wi-Fi. It's a simple message, but if your notifications are off, you will not be distracted. So this is how you create a small chunk of time with undivided attention. So you do not have any distractions around you. Your gadgets are at place. You have switched off your internet, and then your notifications are off, and you are not going to pick up unimportant calls. So this is how you create a powerful chunk of time, and you can call it as your power hour. So you can decide what is that time of your day when you will actually have this power hour, and declare to people around you, don't disturb me during this 1 hour or 2 hours because I'm working on something very important. So this is how you complete your important and urgent task, and you're able to manage your time in the most smartest way. So I hope you got the idea of how to prepare a time log, how to create small chunks of time of undivided attention, how do you prioritize and plan your day. Also, I would like you all to post it in the comment section below so that I come to know if you're able to do it pretty well. If you liked this video and you found it relatable, do share it in your community. And if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe my channel so that you always get the latest updates on all my videos. Thank you so much for watching this. Stay blessed and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.